here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, despite some clouds rolling in, another quiet weather day, though we are tracking some very light snow showers and flurries. It's nothing really significant, but it is some precipitation. Check it out on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. It's actually well to our north, up towards Manchester and southern New Hampshire. Very thin line, a weak weather disturbance that's passing through. So we're going to watch this as it drops off to the south and east. And while a lot of this will actually dry up, one or two flurries and very light snow showers will try to pass through here. Let's say sometime after 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. Again, it's more of a curiosity than a concern. Basically, just a kind of a cold and quiet weather pattern for now. So that small chance of a flurry this evening. And while temperatures have been running a little below normal the last couple of days, it will turn significantly colder later in the week and by the weekend. And for the last couple of days, we've been hinting at and keeping an eye on a potential weather system coming through on Friday. It is worth watching. I mean, I'm not overly concerned about, say, a big snowstorm coming, but certainly some small accumulations. And again, we're going to highlight the Friday time frame in just a second, give you some early thinking. Meanwhile, downtown Providence, it's kind of quiet, cold and dry under cloudy skies. Temperature at 29, the wind chill's running at 22. So really nothing unusual with these numbers for this time of day and this time of year. West-northwesterly breezes at 7 and the humidity now at 58%. Let's check out some of our neighborhood weather sites, including Emerald Bay Manor in Cumberland now in the upper 20s. Most spots are in the upper 20s. Horizon Bay Manor in Coventry, 25. Bank Newport, 29. Coast Guard House down in Narragansett coming in at 32 degrees. Very uniform temperatures. Most locations in and around, say, 27 to 29 degrees. I don't expect the temperatures to drop rapidly tonight. The drop-off will be very slow. So while it will be chilly tonight, nothing unusual for this time of year. Meanwhile, stalled out and weak storm system now across the Canadian Maritimes spinning around. And every now and then it sends a little disturbance through New England. You can see that thin little rope or thin line of light snow showers and flurries in central New England and just north of the Mass Pike. And we'll watch that for later on this evening. But essentially, with the exception of the flurries coming through later tonight, the cold and dry air locked in place as a dry and chilly air continues to pour out of southeastern Canada. So that'll keep things quiet for a few more days. So for this evening, cloudy skies, temps in the 20s. Anytime beyond 9 o'clock, the chance of a passing light snow shower or flurry, especially up in our northern suburbs. By 11 o'clock, it drops off to around I'll say the mid-20s. And then overnight tonight, perhaps a leftover flurry at midnight, otherwise a decrease in the cloud cover. And notice the drop-off in temperature is pretty slow through the mid-20s. 5 o'clock in the morning, dropping off to 23. Bus stop forecast weather-wise is not a problem. A mix of clouds and sunshine. Dry, little ones heading out to school between 7 and 8:30. Look for temps between 21 and 26. And then during the afternoon, I mean, a pretty nice day. Sunshine, some fair weather clouds. Temperatures not that far from where we should be for this time of year, in the mid-30s with mainly dry conditions. Here it is in more detail for you Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures somewhere between roughly 32 and 35 degrees. Sunshine, some fair weather clouds. The breezes are still light out of the northwest around 5 to 15. Burrowville at 33. Take you out towards New Bedford at 35 and Taunton 34. Let's jump ahead to Friday. An offshore storm system passing south of New England. At this point, it looks like as though the storm doesn't really get its act together until it's far enough offshore so that we miss something major. But I certainly would file this under worth watching, as there's still the potential for at least a small accumulation of snow very late Thursday night into Friday morning. And then a rush of very cold air arrives Friday night right through the upcoming weekend. Saturday and Sunday, even with sunshine, daytime highs only in the 20s and nighttime temperatures in the teens. Cold and windy but dry for the Patriots game this weekend in Baltimore on Sunday. A lot of wind and chilly. Not Baltimore. Foxborough. I'm sorry, Foxborough.
They might wish they were going to be in
Why don't I leave that up to Patrick?
I know. Why are you trying to take over sports now?
Cold, windy, and dry in Foxborough Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Now we have